I wanted to share about some of the Young Living products that we use. We had our baby boy, his name is Gabriel, in April of this year, and he was born 3 weeks early. It was a little bit of a traumatic birth, so he had some issues right out the gate. First of all, he had some intestinal digestion issues, and so we started using one of the baby blends. I call it a baby blend, Tummy Gies, right away. And luckily my mom, Jane, who's here with me, had given us as a gift for baby shower, all of the Kids Sense blends. So we happened to have them, which was wonderful. So put that on your registry if you're waiting for a baby. And so I have it here, and this is probably one of my favorites. We use this a lot. So basically anytime he started to get fussy around his tummy issues, I would just take him in to the changing table. I used a little bit of the V6 and a drop of the Tummy Gies, and I'd basically just rub it all over his tummy. And I don't believe you have to dilute, but for me, I would just apply it more than once a day. So I diluted it just because I was using it often. The other essential oil blend that we use the most was the second one is the, let's see here. I was using the wrong one. Sorry, Tummy Gies is green. The second one is purple, called Sleepy Eyes. That one we use a lot for his nighttime routine. And then Sniffles we diffuse when he had a bit of a cold. So he basically, week 2 of his life, he got a little bit of a cold because we all got a little bit, I don't know if it was allergies or cold, but we all 3 were experiencing it. And that helped all of us when we were diffusing it in our bedroom at night. So, and he sleeps in the same room that we do. So that was very helpful. We haven't had any opportunities to use the Owie blend yet because he's still too little. So I'm sure when he gets to be moving and grooving and, crawling and walking and falling, we might use that more often. When I got into Young Living years ago with my mom, I thought I was going to be more interested in the oils. And we use oils every day in our household. But what we use even more often are the products, the personal care products. And so again, for my baby shower, my mom got us the seedlings set, which is a bundle I think you can get. And so we use every bath. Well, we don't actually wash his hair every bath, but when we do wash his hair, we use the baby wash. I love this stuff. It doesn't have any toxic chemicals. It's not full of the junk that a lot of baby shampoos are actually full of, which blows my mind. And so, and it's not super fragrant because again, it's based off essential oils. So it's not a bunch of, fragrance. The other thing that we used a lot, especially when he was very young, was the diaper cream. As you can see, this is almost empty. I have another full one on this changing table. And we also had I bought a third one to keep in his diaper bag. And again, this has zinc in it, so it's one of the best ingredients to use for diaper rash. It really heals versus just, covering it up. What sometimes I use with the oils I put on his body, I use the baby oil to dilute sometimes. And I use the baby oil a lot after bath because we have really hard water at our house and we filter, but we also, even with the filter, it can still cause dry skin. So I use the baby oil almost daily on his skin, and I give him a little baby massage and he loves it. And then I just started using more recently, because we've kind of transitioned his sleeping situation, we're using the linen spray, and that's something that we didn't use until probably this last month. And lastly, we don't use this as often, but we have the baby lotion. And again, I think this is going to be in the future. Because we use the oil for moisturizing, we don't use the lotion as much, but I think as he gets older, we might start using that instead of the oils when he's crawling around and stuff. So those are, I think, the majority of the products that we use with our son. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, we use a seedlings towel every time he takes a bath. Which comes with the bundle, which is cute. Comes with a little hoodie. It's really cute. When I was pregnant, I started doing a lot of research around essential oils because they are, a potent therapeutic tool. I was a little bit at first nervous about using it on a baby because they're so much smaller than us. So I started researching, and I found a friend of mine who also uses Young Living oils. She actually bought this for me and sent it to me because she knew I was researching it. Her name's Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. And it's written by Deborah Rayburn, and it's specific to Young Living, which I really appreciated because, you know, if you get a generalized book, it's not always as easy to figure out. So I highly recommend, anytime I see anybody talk about using essential oils on babies or children, this has really all the guidelines. And one of the takeaways, and I mentioned this earlier, was dilution really can actually be more effective when you dilute than if you don't. So especially with children and babies, so and safety. Dilution is also important for that, depending on the oil you're using. So that was super helpful. It's a great reference tool. I had it in my birthing kit when we went to the hospital. We were going to go to a birthing center, but ended up in the hospital. So I had it with me, and I'm sure all the nurses were like, weird, but whatever. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not the only one that's done that. Anyways, so that's all. I wanted to share that too.